met Brian when he first immigrated to the United States.
I have known Brian since middle school.
I've known Brian way too long.
I know Brian from junior high at Westboro Middle School.
I was in high school and he may have been in junior high when I first met him.
We met in middle school.
I know Brian from freshman year in high school.
I'm Colleen. I'm the fiance. We met way back when we first went to college, and we've been friends since.
And he came to my church, and we made fun of him because he had big glasses and a bowl cut.
I was in 6th grade, and I think we were both super links. I don't know, he wasn't that super.
We were in a few classes together, and we were in the Glee Club together.
We took classes together. We spent a lot of time at lunch together, and worked on a lot of projects together at school.
How would I describe Brian? Happy, energetic.
Brian is smart. He's dorky, but in a fun and funny way, I guess.
Brian is a really fun guy. He's really funny.
Just an honest and very happy-go-lucky guy.
Brian is very kind and thoughtful, fun-loving, sweet, caring, very self-confident, and funny. Hilarious, he would call himself.
He's a happy guy. Yeah, very happy. And then he laughed. I liked the way he laughed, and he just ha 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 ha. He was very, very fat when he was a baby.
Yeah.
I remember there's a picture. He's eating. Maybe it's just like licking his.
You see it in the.
Okay, just like eating a drumstick.
What does Brian do for a living?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
That's a very good question.
Brian.
What does Brian do for a living?
Who knows?
What does Brian do for a living?
Well.
What does Brian do for a living?
I've asked myself that a lot of times, actually. I don't really know.
What does Brian Chu do for a living? I actually do not know.
I'm not sure. I don't really know what Brian does.
Hey, so now that I'm working here, are you finally going to tell me exactly what your job is? Please. We're not even working together, Barney. I'm in the legal department, and you're... Seriously, what is it that you do?
He has a job doing... What do you do?
Please.
Okay, seriously, what do you do for a living?
Please.
Actually, it took me about 10 conversations to finally understand or to have a gist of what he did.
He is the CEO of Brian Chu Associates. I'm not quite sure how Brian Chu Associates makes money.
Yeah, he has a lot of money, I think.
Does something with computers? Something with computers?
I believe he is the Don Draper for internet.
So I know it's just something related to internet.
I knew it involved the internet.
He makes algorithms to dominate the internet.
Linking something.
Gets you to click on stuff or something like that.
Google and ads, and when you click on an ad or something.
Do you think he works for Google?
No, he doesn't work for Google. He's too badass for that.
Something about Google, and somehow he makes money from it.
So does he make a lot of money that way?
I guess so. He travels so much.
He just goes places.
I think maybe something with traveling.
He's always at the airport. He's like a professional traveler.
He travels a lot too.
plans, and I knew it involved traveling.
But
He goes to Vegas a lot.
Goes to Vegas when he wants to.
He goes to a lot of parties and he travels a lot and goes to a lot of parties there.
I have suspicions that he could be a party promoter. Yeah, I've seen all his Facebook pictures. I hope his parents don't see them.
He makes beer.
he does make beer.
He makes beer.
He does some sort of underground brewing.
So I think he takes care of Connor all day, right?
Walks his dog.
Walks him,
Like a dog
picks up
walker.
his poo.
He's always on somewhere doing some sort of special mission.
Maybe he's a pilot.
Maybe he's like a spy.
Maybe he's a spy.
All I know is he's holding in his computer, his laptop, most of the time.
Computer, the laptop, is Brian's, what can I say? It's part of his body, okay? Because even though when he goes to a bathroom, he still brings his laptop.
Yeah, he's holding it in the bathroom. He's holding it on his bed.
Yeah,
Even one time when he
everywhere.
slept and he cracked the screen because he's sleeping with his computer.
Yeah.
But we still don't know what he's doing.
He drives Colleen around.
I know he does. He drops Colleen off at work.
Picks up Colleen from work.
Tell me about the time or when you realized you liked Brian.
I can't really say there was a definite time that I realized I liked Brian. There was a time that I said I would never like Brian, but I guess he kind of wore me down, being such a good friend, and being so fun, and just being there for me over the years.
If you had one thing to say to Brian on his wedding day, what would it be?
Piece of advice: life is full of ups and downs. Keep him in the bedroom.
Or what advice would you give Brian?
The most important thing is, okay, you're a husband. Of course, you have to love your wife. And then this is just like a triangular love. Okay, remember, God is among you. So when God's love is among you too, okay, you know how to love each other. This is a lifetime.
Yeah, I think that's very important. It's not just both of you, but don't forget Christ is in your family. No matter what's happening in your family, go to God, go to Christ, and He will help you to go through whatever you're facing.
Will you be sad when he moves out?
Yeah, really. Because I miss all the joyful, his voice, and his screaming when he's watching the games. And
touchdown!
I'm going to miss that. Hi, Brian and Colleen. Wish you have a good, happy family here and after.
And then, Brian, now I'm happy because what? I don't have to take care of you anymore. So the responsibility goes to Colleen. Okay, so hope you two will have just like a very happy, everlasting life.
That's good.